welcome back to another round of wheel-to-wheel racing. We are here at the beautiful Dragon Trail Gardens circuit for our round 4 sprint races. Tonight with me in the commentary box, I'm joined by Untouchables.
How are you going, Dragon?
Doing great, mate. And tonight on visuals, we have Fine Moves.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Yeah, really excited to see what happens here in the second GR3 round of the season. I'm excited to see a couple of guys try and make a redemption for the first GR3 round, and a couple of guys to try and hold them off. But it should be some really good racing as per usual in this top split.
Yeah, so top splits where the big boys come out to play, where all the fast guys are showing us how it's done. But 3 races tonight for our sprint format. We have 2 10-lap races, the second of those being the reverse grid going into a 20-lap final. Again, that 20-lap racer being reverse gridded as well, with the requirements of stop for tyres. Hard to say who we should keep an eye out for, who's going to win the round here. But all I can say is it's going to be close racing no matter where you look. Yeah.
And we've definitely got a good mix of cars. We've got a couple of Jags, we've got some Lexuses, we've got a BMW, there's a Hyundai, there's a Viper,
The Ferrari.
Piraxis in the bloody Mitsubishi. So,
Dale in the Ferrari there, that's a nice surprise as well.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be really good to watch and see where all these different types of cars can shine.
Any chance we can bring up points Fine Moves before we go into quali?
Definitely.
Give us a run through the points.
Yeah, sure.
So far.
So at the moment, the team situation, we've got Shake and Bake up top with 3,184 points. Closely behind is your team there, Untouchables, on 3,118. And then Adam V's V Corsa in third. So they're rounding out the top 3 teams. And then tonight's a bit of a mix with the top split. We've got mostly Div 1 guys with a few Div 2 joining us tonight. I think we've got Ando and Showman and Dale Teeks, I believe.
Yes.
Joining us in top split. And then there's a few guys missing from top split tonight, I think. But yeah, should be a good one.
Qualifying has just
kicking off.
Engines revving. Jonesy is the first out, followed by Captain Lowside. So the 13R boys will get their times early.
I'm not trying to start some conspiracy theories, but I feel like the 13R boys are always first or very close to the pointy end of the cars out of the pits.
Yeah, the league's favouring those boys that they can't take advantage of the looks of it.
Ouch!
I'll give a quick update to the team scenario as well. Congratulations to Well and my blood, who's picked up a drive with Marchie's Pit Crew Racing. So that has filled out Marchie's team to 6 drivers. He's gone from I forgot what he was driving as a privateer. He's driving the Dodge Viper now for March's Pit Crew, so that's a very, very good pickup for Brendan March, as well as having other drivers such as Tate 2J, and who else does Marchie have in his team as well? He's also got Smurf and Ripdot and Backerjack as well, which will always bring in some decent points throughout the season. So,
Oily also fallen into that Dodge Viper as well, which is a really solid car. We saw Diswood do well in it at the start of last season, and really show the pace that it has to offer. So it's good to see someone jumping into it, and to me it just has an unmatched sound as well. It's an absolutely beautiful sounding vehicle.
The purr of the 6-odd litre V10 can't sort of really beat it, can you?
There's not many things better.
I just say Jaguar's got a nice sound as well. If you've ever played soccer race driver or like a game with the older style NASCARs in there, it sort of sounds like a big meaty NASCAR engine back in the day.
Yep. Yeah. While we're about halfway through our flying lap here, I just wanted to ask you what type of times you're expecting to see out of these guys as they come through to set their first flyers.
We're looking 29s and 28s. I'm fairly certain. I was hearing on the Discords throughout the week, and we're probably looking race pace around 1:30 to 1:31 on softs. Mediums will probably be around that 31 to 32 mark. But knowing these guys, they will definitely find some more pace in those mediums.
Yep, and here we have the 213R boys coming around that final corner down the start-finish straight right now. Jonesy coming up to the start-finish line to set the first time at 29.3. Captain with a 29.4, 29.6 from Ando, 29.9, 28.9 from Adam, 28.9 from Apex. So a couple of very competitive times coming through. I believe I saw a 29.1 there from Showman and Figo, so some really competitive times coming through on the first lap. It'll be interesting to see if they can recreate that on the second one as well.
The Pure Axel was complaining a little bit earlier about the lack of top end in that Lancer, but that's got him. He's got a 29 flat next to his name and is third on the leaderboard at the moment. The BMW as well, 29.1 in fourth place. That's a good run there from Figo on his first flyer there. A bit worried for Stefko. He's about 2 tenths down at the
Oily and Adam are out. That's their laps done, I believe.
And Showman,
They're on the side of the track letting everyone by. Very tough part to let everyone through there as well. Oh.
And it looks like Stefko's been off a little bit as I've come off the timing screen.
Didn't look like there was too much in it. But we will jump back to 7th with Jonesy again as he rounds these final corners. Actually, Jonesy, Captain, and Ando all in a line and all 7th, 8th, and 9th. So, see what they can do as they cross the line again.
Jonesy doesn't improve.
No improvement.
Low side
No improvement.
And
Ando's
Ando improves by about a 10.
Not enough to get him ahead of the captain, but any improvement is good.
Ooh, KZ.
KZ! Dale improves with a 29.9. KZ ducking into the 28s as well, so now there's 3 of them in the 28s. Scoodlid with a 30.1. It looks like a couple of guys are starting to struggle a little bit around here.
I forgot to mention as well, 3.
Low side down in 9th.
Yep, they do have one more lap to get in. So they're still in with a chance here, I believe.
Ooh, we just lost Untouchables.
Had an EC from Untouchables, unfortunately, but hopefully he'll be back shortly.
Alright, just on board with low side at the moment, see if he can improve on his 9th.
Yep. So yeah, it looks like even though the 13R boys got out early, they haven't been able to use any kind of slipstream on. They've been just going flat chat. But both... Oh, I think that's a lag out from Ando too, because he just hit the wall at about 400 kilometers an hour.
I just got a lag spike there as well.
No improvement from Jonesy. The captain improves with a 29.4. Ando's dropped out of the room.
Oh no.
So, early drama. Dale with a 29.6 improving. Squidley's in the wall, so we won't see an improvement from him. Stefko with a 29.1 moving back up the field as well into 7th. So not much separating our top 7 cars, actually. Just under a quarter of a second between the times, which is just a show of the pace that this top split has.
Oh gosh, that's unfortunate. Disconnect. So it's just Ando we lost, was it?
Yeah. He's back now. So I'm not sure if they will call a restart, but I believe at this point they can. They feel that he's back in the lobby soon enough. I remember Adam had a similar problem last season at Lago Maggiore. So not sure if they want to restart for Ando here. Doesn't look like there's much thoughts of it. Like it should be done though.
Yeah, it's
I'm half tempted to call it myself, to be honest.
It's a tough one because the rules say, internet disconnections are just considered engine failure. We restart for pit glitches and stuff like that, but disconnects generally just an engine failure.
Yeah, but he was also back in the lobby before the race started.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Tough
I think
one.
it's past the point of being able to restart now, so we'll carry on. KZ almost gets turned by Pure Axle. We've seen some interesting moves by Pure Axle coming into that hairpin in the past, and it looks like they are continuing to come along. Pure Axle getting the move done, moving that Mitzi up into third position.
With Apex and Adam V ahead of him. He'll want to stay in their slip before he hits the straight.
Definitely, it was crucial for him to get past KZ and up to those two.
Definitely.
We've just got a beautiful train of cars at the moment, all running down into the final set of corners. Like a couple of guys have had a really rough start. The captain is 7.5 seconds off the lead, down in 12. So not quite sure what's going on for him
something's
there.
happened there.
Might see something happen for 6th here. Stefko pulling out from behind Figo, but Figo having none of it, holding that line beautifully. Tucked in behind Showman as well. Now, I've heard that the Ferrari is an absolute handful to get over that curb, so that first chicane there as well. So it's going to be a really difficult task for him to try and get through that. Field still staying line astern. Stefko looking up the inside of Figo again, so really not happy sitting behind that My Little Pony BMW. But again, Figo just slots the nose back in front of Stefko, and there's nothing he can do about it. And Ando is out, unfortunately.
Yeah, he was playing around with his internet this afternoon, like switching between his mobile hotspot and his home network, so maybe that's got something to do with it.
Yeah, that's unlucky. But that top three is really starting to... Pure Axle are getting very loose on the exit of the final turn. I was about to say they're getting right on the edge of breaking that toe to KZ, but that loose moment from Pure Axle brings KZ right back into it and splits him away from 5th and below. Beautiful corner is that first one, very fast, sweeping left-hander. Everyone hopping that curb except for Pure Axle through the chicane as well, deciding against it. There's quite a lot going on at the moment throughout the field. A couple of little packs forming. We've got our top 4, we've got 5th through 7th. And then they have a little bit of a breakaway from 8th and back, so it's really interesting to see the pace coming out, and I feel like looking at that top 4 battle, KZ is barely hanging on and is going to be stranded in no man's land if he's not careful here. So they come through this very tricky 4 Apex right-hander through the second half of it, out onto the straight. Pure Axle, I'm sure, is absolutely loving the toe from those 2 Jaguars as well. Absolute rocket
definitely.
ships in a straight line. If KZ can nail this last corner section, he can be back in that slipstream, but it's not going to happen. Pure Axle tucked right underneath the rear wing of Apex Humper, and they're just getting pulled along. One thing I'll say, it's going to be very tough for him to pass because they were just pulling time on him like it was nothing on the straight. But here comes the move from Apex up the inside of Adam into the chicane. It's going to switch back to Adam having the inside. Apex is going to have it for the final part. Adam's got more speed on the exit, but he's round.
Was that
He's
Adam?
caught some curve and he's gone around. That was Adam. That is front bumper damage, and he has fallen down the field, down to 11th to join his mate, Captain Lowside, at the back of the field.
We'll have to. What if that's worth? Who was? It was Apex making the move there. Was he on Adam?
Yeah, I think it was just Adam getting out wide, but I could be wrong there.
Let's jump on board with Apex maybe for that replay. Alright, here we go. So, on board with Apex. Oh, he's got up the inside of him there. And then about to hit those hot dogs. Adam V on the outside. Oh, a little bit hard to see from that angle, but yeah. Maybe just caught a bit of dirt.
Yeah. And in that case,
Shit, Adam.
Pure Axel has taken the race lead. So I don't know where Apex lost it, but Pure Axel has taken the lead off him. He might take it back right here with Pure Axel with that massive overspeed that the Jag gets. What as he goes for a bump? He pulls alongside into turn one. Dimitzi's it's definitely got enough aero to hold it around the outside, but he's also going to give up the inside of the next corner. And Apex just cruises on through and takes that spot back. Thank you very much. That's bringing KZ right back into it as well. So KZ looks like he's struggling in the Lexus a little bit to hold pace with these top guys, but he's hanging there. He's hanging about.
So Figo's right on the tail here of Showman as well. Looking to make a move. Oh.
Oh, Figo got loose out of there as well. That could put him under pressure from Stefko again. These two are nose to tail. Stefko has been pressuring Figo in that BMW all race. He's not had a moment to breathe, and then they've tucked onto the back of Showman, and I think that saved him a little bit with a bit of extra straight line speed with a bit of slipstream. Could be looking to get a move done on Showman here. There are inches between those cars at the moment. He might actually be pushing him down the straight as he pulls to the inside. Thinks otherwise though. He's just showing his nose a little. It's a very dangerous move for Figo to try and make there, because if he makes it to the front, or if he tries to make it to the front and Stefko takes advantage of it, he could lose out from trying to make a move up to fourth. But looks like KZ has ended up in that no man's land as well in the Alfa Romeo Lexus. And Pure Axel having an absolute handful of the curbs through the chicane, and he's picked up a half a second penalty. That's going to bring KZ right back into it. Here he comes. He streams on past Pure Axel and takes second place, and now Apex Hump has 1.7 seconds of breathing room. Figo looking up the inside of Showman. Makes the move cleanly. Stefko dropped off a little bit, I believe, through the chicane, and that finally gave Figo the chance to make the move on Showman without having that extra pressure from behind. And now we'll see what's going to happen. Adam is fighting his way back after that spin, now just 1 second behind Dale in 10th place.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Damn.
Yeah, a little bit. But he's still kind of holding pace with Squidly ahead of him, and Squid's just tucked on to Oily and Jonesy. So even though they're down in these spots, they are right within distance with a couple of good corners. They can be right back in that slipstream. Looks like Showman's looking back up the inside of Figo up in 4th place here.
Yeah.
Coming through turn 1, Figo's trying to hold it around the outside. Oh, they're still side by side coming into the left-hander of the chicane. Figo sweeps across late on the brakes and takes that spot back. And now Stefko takes oh my goodness, Stefko takes a lot of curb. He's dancing around on the grass. Here comes
Lost a bit
Jonesy.
of time there, yeah.
Jonesy might have a look up the inside here in that Hyundai. It looks like it might be struggling a little bit. I thought it would be quite strong on this track. Stefko's gone very deep
Dirty
though.
tyres.
Jonesy's got the over-under. And now Oily might look to get past. Not enough straight line speed on the Hyundai to get it on corner exit though, and they're still side by side as we stream through this next set of corners. Coming through this left.
Oily's going to get
him around the outside.
Nice move, Oily.
Sneaking through. Oh, he even looked up the inside of Stefko there. He wanted the 2 for 1.
Slots in beautifully.
Oh, here he comes again though, Jonesy. And Squidly is quickly approaching, as is Dale, so everyone is starting to compress in this battle for 6th place as everyone else runs away at the front of the field. So we'll see if Stefko can defend. He's got plenty of straight line speed in that Jag, but that Viper is no slouch either. As the tenths tick down now, just within 2 tenths, 1.5. No move made from Oily. He's sitting behind. He's playing patient. Jonesy does have Squidly for company now as well, right on his rear bumper. And Dale not too far behind. Adam now within slipstream range of Dale, so he could still salvage something at the back end of the field here.
Apex is pulling away with a 2.1 second gap back to KZ.
Yeah, KZ, he got that spot from Pure Axel when he burnt the penalty, and it looks like Pure Axel's pretty intent on getting it back, but we'll see what KZ can do in terms of defense there. So he's going to have to make his moves under braking, is Pure Axel, and there's not a lot of heavy braking zones for him to do that, where he can get enough of a toe pass. He could try it up the inside here in the last corner, but that'll make it very vulnerable on the start-finish straight coming into turn 1, where the Lexus has a bit more top end.
Yeah,
I feel like he's only really going to be able to do it into the hairpin.
Yeah, he lost a bit there on that exit too, that last turn.
Oh, back in 9th, Squidly and Jonesy side by side, and Dale tucked right underneath the wing of Jonesy as well. Squid having a look up the inside. Can he get it done? Dale getting loose on the curve behind him too. That's going to cost him a spot to Adam as the 2V Corsa boys head up the inside into the chicane. Adam
Squidly and Jonesy still going at it. Adam's going to, I think, take advantage of this. He's going to get a great run.
Here he goes. Sweeps to the inside of his teammate. Jonesy's gotten a really, really nice exit out of that chicane as well, so none of the V Corsa boys are going to be able to make anything of that. As Adam takes that spot off of Squidly, and Squidly might come under fire from Dale here as well. Dale just stuck his nose up the inside, coming through the right-hander. Squidly's going to have a... Yeah, Squidly's going to confirm the spot here through this left-hander. Very tough to go too wide through. But now Jonesy has Adam right on his rear bumper as well. Oh, back up in 3rd. Pure Axel pulled out on KZ there, but wasn't able to get anything done. So he's definitely feeling that this is a spot he can make the move, and if he does it next lap, he doesn't have to worry about KZ coming back at him. That could definitely be one to watch there.
Final lap.
Yep. So we start the final lap. Adam hot on the heels of Jonesy. Actually, no, he's got the move done. Squidly is on the heels of Jonesy now again. So Adam cutting through the back end of this field like a hot knife through butter at the moment. Squidly up the inside of Jonesy again. Dale looking to follow him through. Oh, a little bit of panel rub going on from Jonesy and Dale, but Squidly takes that spot off Jonesy. And Dale really struggling on the exit of that chicane, loses a bunch of times, so he's not going to be able to capitalise. And props to the captain also for making up about a 7.5 second gap. Dale dives up the inside of Jonesy. Jonesy's gone for the cut back in the hairpin though. So Dale really looking to make the moves, and it's just not happening for him. Apex out to a 6-second lead at the front of the field as well. Coming through the final tricky section of the track. We'll keep an eye on Pure Axel as he comes through here, very close behind KZ. This is probably the best chance he's going to get for taking the spot. He pulls alongside. KZ's gone defensive.
Ooh, around the outside?
It's definitely possible. Very late on the brakes. KZ left him the room.
Wow.
A little bit of a tap there, but he's got it done around the outside. Apex takes first place.
Apex.
Pure Axel takes second with KZ hot on his bumper. Vigo's going to take fourth. Showman fifth. Stefko sixth. Oily seventh. Adam is going to claim eighth after that spin. Squidly ninth. Dale beats out Jonesy for 10th. And the captain brings home 12th.
Damn, what a move there from...
not able to make up that 8-second deficit. But
yeah, wow. Gosh. That move from Pure Axel around the outside, that was fantastic.
Yeah, and it was pre-planned. It was very much pre-planned. I saw him have a look up the inside the lap beforehand.
Yep. No, they've got great cornering, those Mitsubishis, so...
Yep.
Yeah, well done.
And I have just seen Untouchable's message in Discord. He said they had a power outage, so he'll be back as soon as he can, but not sure when that'll be, unfortunately. So there goes my guide to the strategy for the week. But yeah, wow, great racing there throughout the field. Not quite sure what happened to the captain early on, but...
Yeah, he's like 7 seconds behind on the first lap.
Yeah, so he reeled in the deficit, but he wasn't able to make up any moves from it, unfortunately. Finishing just 4/10 behind Jonesy and half a second behind Dale, so really showing the pace that he does have here, and unfortunately it's probably going to be a rough round for him points-wise, regardless of
so they'll be setting a manual grid, I guess, for Ando, if he's back. Yeah, he is.
I believe so.
He'll have to run from the back, unfortunately.
And there we hear the input from the captain, #cooked it, so it's looking like it was all his own doing as to how he ended up back there. But yeah, we had some really good moves there, and really great racing at the back end of the field from Dale and Jonesy, Squidly, that pack of three.
Yep.
Some really good action showing that even though they're not, at the pointy end of the field, there is still a lot to gain from passing guys up in top split here.
Yeah, there's just too much to follow there, man. It was some great battles.
A lot going on. Yeah, it looks like the Jag comes out victorious, followed by a Lancer, and then we have a Lexus, BMW, Lexus, Jag, Viper, 2 more Jags, and then the Hyundai boys at the back end of the field. Yeah, very interesting. I like to see a lot what these GR3 cars are doing, because there's so much difference between them, and they have different strong points, as opposed to every other round when we're at the 86 Cup in the Group 4, where it's all driver skill. So a lot of important decisions that these guys have to make when choosing these cars. As we're having the good set at the moment. I believe I see some burnouts on the main straight, as per usual. You'll love to see it from the boys. And a couple of sweaty tryhards actually practicing in the time in between races, which, how dare they? Definitely plenty of guys looking to join in on the burnout show, though.
Well, quick shout out to the sponsors. We've got Next Level, Pagnian Advanced Simulation, Future Melbourne-born Streetwear, and Races sponsoring this season. So yeah, big thanks to those guys.
Yeah, everyone's staying on from last season, fortunately, so really good to hear from them. And yeah, big thank you to those guys for sticking with us as we try and crack on through these seasons towards the later end of 2021, which has been an interesting year, to say the least, I guess.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So we're after tonight, we'll be a third of the way through the season.
Yeah, we'll have an extra round counting on the leaderboards too, so that could shake a couple of things up.
Yeah.
By the end. Yeah, there is an interesting new stat for anyone that didn't know on the leaderboards, though. We can see the overall ranking of a driver in the Group 4 and Group 3 class, and just a little bit of extra information for everyone watching is the highest ranked GR3 driver tonight is DJ Stefko. So definitely one to keep an eye on in the second half of this sprint round. Adam V, the third rank, and Apex just behind him. So very, very interesting. We don't have our top ranked GR3 guy on track tonight, unfortunately, but we've got second through to sixth. So definitely a lot of the guys who did well in the first GR3 round looking to hold off the rest of the pack, and plenty of guys who had a rough run like Oily, who ended up in 48th in the first round, looking to make some improvements.
Yeah, quick shout out to the G-Man, who's actually the number 1 ranked GR3 driver so far this season with that massive round 1 victory.
Yeah, huge round 1 victory by the G, and we love to see him back in wheel to wheel. But yeah, he's I'm sure he'll be back not too long away. We do have the Nürburgring next in the GR4, so
that's the next interesting race. That's an enduro, is it? Oh no. Sorry, the next week is Saint Croix is our next enduro.
Yeah, that's a big track too for the enduro.
I know, man.
So that should be a really interesting one. It's one of the, it's one of the underused layouts of Saint Croix.
Yeah.
And I feel Saint Croix is probably a little underrated throughout GT Sport, and I feel like it doesn't get enough use. So I'd love to see it getting some use.
Yeah,
as
some
we
great
line
layouts.
Up the grid for race 2. And Hammy in the chat now as well. Zoo cheering on the G as well. Yep. We love having G back in it. As all the cars get the revs up, waiting on the lights to go out.
So low side out in front.
Yeah, it's going to be strong from the captain as the lights are green. Those Lexuses not great off the line. Dale and Squiddy just slotting up the inside. Adam not looking to stick around too long either. So Dale taking the current race lead off the start. Squidly close behind. There's 2 Hyundais scrapping for position with Adam close behind. They proceed 2 by 2 through the chicane here. They all slot in line as they come through the left-hander of it. Looks like Pure Axel's already looking up the inside in 12. We could see some big moves from him here, as well as Ando. We haven't seen his pace so far tonight. KZ looking to make it 3 wide.
Pure Axel just killed it around the outside.
And he got shoved off the track a little by Stefko. Take some grass with you, bud. Good luck getting past me, as now he's going side by side with Apex. Apex giving up the spot.
See, I love this car. This is a car you can do that sort of move on. Tight cornering, take him around the outside, good grip.
Yeah, that was a huge hairpin there by Pure Axel. Learning from last time where he tried to go up the inside and have the door shut on him. He sent it around the outside and took, I think, 4 spots in the braking zone there. And he's not stopping there.
So I'll tell you what, it's going to be
a bit of rubbing
race.
going. Ando and Showman going side by side. KZ looking to join in on this party as well, back in 10th and 11th. So Ando's going to want to make up for that disconnect in race 1. Sorry, the engine failure, I believe it's treated as. But he gets shuffled out into last. He loses the spot to KZ into turn 1 as well while trying to get past Showman. Alright. Back up the field, there's some moving going about. Oh, the captain getting very close to the rear bumper of Dale. Everyone proceeding in a orderly fashion. Pure Axel on the outside again, coming through that hairpin. Not able to make up a spot this time, and he still has Apex Humper right on his rear bumper. Oh, Adam V looking up the inside of Jonesy, coming into this quarter right-hander here.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Couldn't
he's
get
not
it
able
done.
to get it done, but he's able to stop Oily from getting a run. Oily's poking his nose, Adam going defensive, saying, don't do it here, mate, we've got a big chance. Pure Axel looking up the inside. He's scared Stefko out of the Apex there. And there's another move for Pure Axel. Apex just following him through. So Stefko being pretty nice there. He bit on the fake, unfortunately for him. Pure Axel just showed the nose. Stefko made sure he left the space, and he just threw the car in there. Oh, looks like Jonesy got really wide through that start of that chicane as well. Squiddy struggling on exit. Jonesy going all the way out, using every bit of curb. Squidly strongly defensive. Here comes Adam to make it 3 wide as well. Squidly burning a penalty. And Adam's going to get a 2 for 1 coming into the hairpin. Oily and Pure Axel side by side. Pure Axel very deep. And he's going to lose a spot to Stefko. He's going to lose a spot to Apex. No, Apex tucks in behind. And he is side by side with Stefko for that 6th spot again. Stefko, being our highest ranked current GR3 driver, really trying to show that he's not to be just pushed around. Probably wanting to make up for that fake that he bit on. Oily going very heavily defensive. Apex sticking it up the inside of Stefko here as well. There's a lot of action going on. I think something's happened to Squiddy as well. We've missed it, but he is back in 9th and he was up in 3rd, or up in 4th. So Squiddy might have had some dramas through the chicane as well. Stefko going very deep into the final set of corners.
Oh, Stefko went wide?
He went wide and lost that spot to Apex now. Now this will be a very interesting battle here. We've got Oily in that new Viper, that newly acquired hot free agent from Marchie's pit crew, and being chased down by Pure Axel here. The penalty, thank you CD. Always on board in the chat. There's a lot going on, it's hard to keep track of at the moment. So right on the rear bumper of that Viper is Pure Axel. Not sure if he's going to be able to make a move. He's going to go for it. But that Viper, good under brakes.
He's got the inside,
really
look at that.
Well.
No, not quite. Oh, man, it's bringing back memories, this car.
Yeah, I know you're a
Apex
very big ambassador. Apex currently in 7th, just behind this battle between Pure Axel and Oily. And some guys we saw some good battles from last season as well, these 3. Oily, Pure Axel and Apex, so... And that Viper looked really put together in the corners as well. Looks like it's able to hold its own, whereas you get some power cars like the Jag where it struggles through the corners a little bit. The Viper looking really solid, really strong, and he got a really nice exit out of there. Pure Axel can't really do much about it. Oh, KZ's out on the dirt and he's going to lose a spot to Showman coming onto the start-finish straight. Ando looking a little bit off pace. He's actually on the mediums, is Ando, which explains a lot. It's really unfortunate for him.
Oh no, really?
It's it's an unfortunate mistake there. So even though Oily and Pure Axel are battling, they've brought Apex back to join him. He's around, he's hit Pure Axel. Oh, that was a big spin, just like we saw happen to Adam. Stefko burned a penalty at the same time, and Ando takes a spot on the mediums.
Pure Axel survived that, but gosh. Let's
Wow, Pyrrhus very lucky there.
yeah, let's jump on board with Oily and see what happened. Okay, on board with Oily. Hits the hot dog. Oh no, just went a bit too wide after the hot dog. Caught a bit of the edge of track, and he's round.
Yeah. So Pure Axel dodging a bullet there. Very lucky that that Oily didn't spin right across in front of him and hit him and take him out. Looks like Pure Axel's found his next victim. It's going to be Jonesy as well. Jonesy going slightly defensive, taking a little bit of a narrower line. Pure Axel looking to get the exit onto the start-finish straight. Hyundai probably one of the few cars that he can match in a straight line in that Mitzi. Here we go, closing the gap. It's pulled to the inside. I think he gave Jonesy a bump when he tried to pull out. Oh, very late on the brakes into turn one. Jonesy looking to get the switch back on him as they come into the chicane here with Apex for company. Beautiful driving here, side by side, and Jonesy, is he going to hold that?
Yeah, I think he has. He's going to have the pace too.
Here comes Apex as well. Apex is pushing Jonesy along. He's tried to go 3 wide. It's not going to happen. Looking up the inside of Jonesy is Apex. Pure Axel looking around the outside again.
Oh, I think
not happening.
He lost a bit of traction there.
He did. He tried to do too much in the last part of the corner. Apex trying to tuck in behind Jonesy. Pure Axel not too happy about losing that spot to Apex while trying to advance up the field.
Oh man, it's just
back. Apex with a killer run, but he's got nothing going on with it at the moment. Oh, both of them going deep. Apex has taken that for free there. And here comes Pure Axel to steal it off of Jonesy as well. So these two continuing on through the field to chase down the captain and Adam, with Dale not too far behind them as well, sticking with them very nicely. Great recovery.
Yeah,
from
well
Dale
done, Dale. That's nice drive at the moment there for Dale.
Back for Jonesy. The dramas continue. Figo slips on by. Squidly and Showman are side by side behind him as well. Squidly tucking in behind Showman. So yeah, we've seen Jonesy really suffer here as Apex and Pure Axel have gotten done with him this lap. He lost a spot to Figo as well, and now he's under threat from Showman. Oh, Dale getting loose out of the chicane as well. Just jumped on board with him quickly on the exit. I don't think Pure Axel's going to be able to do anything here. I think he's stuck where he was last time. He's just stuck being behind the faster car. Back through the field, there's definitely some guys who are wanting to get a move on. So Stefko had to burn a penalty. KZ way further back than I feel he would like to be. Squidly had to burn a penalty, so he's further back than he thought he would probably be. And then Showman looking to get a move done on Jonesy as well. So there's so much happening right now in this this backpack of cars. And I believe at the front of the field, Adam, Dale, and the captain are just cruising around together. They didn't look too intent on making moves. Adam has taken the race lead, but we'll see how they go as the race carries on. I think the one to watch is going to be Jonesy here, though. Showman having a look. Oh, he's on the inside, and Jonesy left him the space. He's not going to have enough into the chicane, is he? Oh, a little bit of an overlap. Here comes Squid up the inside, the opportunist. No, pulls out of it. Goes for the mount on the sausage curb. KZ swings out. Squid's got another penalty.
Oh, no.
So here comes KZ and Stefko streaming on by.
Unlucky there, Squid.
Yeah, and we've got the trio now as well. We've got Showman, KZ, and Stefko all right near each other. And if you're unaware, all workmates, all joined the league at the same time and have run rampant on Div 1 and Div 2 ever since. So these boys are all with some really good pace. So it looks like Dale is fallen off the back of Adam and the captain, and still has a second over Apex, who has Pure Axel hot in tow. So Dale could go from 3rd to 5th very soon if he's not too careful. And then back in that battle for 8th, sorry, as Showman does get past Jonesy. Jonesy having another look up the inside to try and take the spot back. Showman giving him plenty of room. KZ on the inside with a massive overspeed on Jonesy. Here it comes into the chicane. Oh, he pulls out of it. So you can see some guys really happy to go 2x2 through here, others not so much. Oh, Stefko is out on the grass again, and Squid's going to take that spot back. Thank you very much. Something's happened to Pure Axel. He might have had to burn a penalty here. He's 2.5 seconds back off of Apex and within striking distance of Figo now. And if we jump up to Apex, he's only about half a second behind Dale here with 1 lap to go. So will there be any team orders? Will Dale be like, hey mate, I'm taking this one? Or is Apex going to come at him with the extra top end speed as they come through onto the start finish?
I think he's going to get him down the straight here.
Yeah, he's putting himself in a really good spot. He's gotten the good exit, clips that inside Apex. Dale running a little wide. Here he comes, 2.3, 2.0, 1.8, so that time just ticking away. He's bumped him. So there you go. They, I believe they're just looking to get away from Pure Axel, I would assume then. And while we were keeping an eye on that, Jonesy has conceded another spot to KC. So, and might lose one to Squid here. Also, props to Ando, showing his pace on the mediums. I'm sure it wasn't intentional. Oh, Jonesy's around! Oh no! After fighting everyone off for 9.5 laps, Jonesy has gone around at the Exeter chicane.
Where is Jonesy?
And
Sorry?
he's now down in 13th now. He's down to last, unfortunately. That's really rough there. He drove really well and defended that spot very, very well. I don't think we'll see too many moves going on. Figo is close to Pure Axel, but Pure Axel's going to have that cornering speed through this right-hander here, so not much happening on the exit for him. We'll jump up with Adam as he takes the race win here, just 1.5, 1.6 seconds from the captain. Both guys making a really nice recovery in race 2. So Adam taking first, the captain second, Dale is going to take third, closely followed by his gun driver in 4th, Pure Axel 5th, Figo 6th, Showman 7th, KZ takes 8th, Squidly got Stefko taking 10th, Ando coming home in 11th on the mediums, Oily in 12th, and Jonesy unfortunately taking 13th after that last lap spin. Zeus says, I'm a proud team daddy. He's proud of his boys, Dale and Apex 2nd, 3rd and 4th there. That was a really good drive from Dale to hold on to that 3rd place. Really well done from Adam and the captain. It's going to be very interesting with Pure Axel starting up ahead of those guys, and then you've got the likes of KZ and Oily starting near the front. So this 3rd race is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's a few mistakes in that last one, so it's tough picking up those points where you can, eh? Man. It's going to be a dropped round for quite a few of these guys, I think, tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm assuming, a drop round for probably Ando, Adam.
Low side.
Low side, yeah, the rough result in race 1, so, yeah. And at this point, if you're them, you're really just competing to not allow your opponents to get those points, really. You're competing now to take the points off of them if this is their good round.
Yep.
We might have a ringer coming in the commentary box shortly.
Sure. Who we got?
We might be joined by Mr. Ziti.
Ah, nice.
If he's about. But yeah, no, some really good racing again there. A bit of a shuffle through the pack as well. So we saw KZ do really well in race 1, only able to get up to 8th in race 2, but he's going to be starting towards the front of the field. Ando's going to have pace. I think Ando is going to be a dark horse here. So missed race 1, did race 2 on the mediums, and now he's starting right near the front. I think he could be on for something as we have ZD jumping into the lobby, wasting no time at all.
Cool. You sent him an invite to the party?
I think so. I hope so.
Ah, here he is.
There he is. ZD, welcome to the box, mate.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're all having network issues, so thanks Touchy for letting me having the mad invite and commentating with Dragon yourself. It's been a while, mate.
Has been a while. It's been a bit.
I know.
Gotta get you in here for that race 3. It's gonna be good.
Oh, tell me about it. It is going to be exciting, especially watching the first 2 races. Well, we've had some massive excitement right through the whole pack, and it's hard to say what strategy is going to bring out for this race 3.
Yeah, and I would love to hear your opinion on strategy for this weekend, because I have not a whole lot of clue of what's going on here. I'm assuming it's probably a one-stop.
Yeah, that's correct. One stop, and depending on how well you are with mediums, as you see with race 2, Ando was really quick on his mediums. So where's that crossover bit between the being worn mediums and the worn softs? So I think that you could do an even split 10 and 10. Some people are opting for the 11 and 9, and I've heard of some people doing like a 12 and an 8.
Okay, so yeah, a couple of different tyre stint strategies out there, which could be very interesting towards the end of the race. There's a fair few guys starting on the mediums here as well. So we only have KZ, Stefko, and Jonesy currently with the softs on their car with a couple of minutes to go before race start. There's not a lot of time.
But getting your opinion with GT Sport there, Dragon, what do you believe also one of the other biggest factors would be that fuel saving as well? Because, you might be maybe half a second slower, maybe a second slower per lap, but you can pretty much catch that up with some decent fuel saving around here, especially how close the guys are.
Yeah, with the way GT Sport is, I feel like if you can efficiently save the fuel, then it's 100% worth it. If you're having a player on with the fuel map and you're losing a lot of time on those laps that you're saving, not so much. So something I discovered in the race I finished this morning in the Spa 24 hour is lifting coast is huge, and you don't lose a whole lot of time doing it. So if you lift off about 100 meters before your normal braking marker and brake 10 meters later, you'll only lose probably about a tenth or so into the heavy braking zones. So lifting coast can be a real big thing, as we have Adam looking to challenge someone for a reverse race, I think, on the start-finish straight right now.
Or maybe potentially practicing his medium starts, because you know how epic that Jag is off start, so yeah.
Yeah, the Jag was reminiscent of the Corvette. Seeing them jump off the line on race 2 there, seeing the run that Adam and Squid got, as well as Dale in the Ferrari, he got off the line very well. So.
That Ferrari is an absolute killer off the start, especially being that MR format, just all that traction right there and just launching it off any tyre is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Dale has been struggling a little bit on the exit of the chicane. Trying not to... He's either taking the curb and getting a bit loose, or not able to take the curb because of the car being MR, and losing a little bit of time, losing 2 or 3 tenths, having to stay around the outside of that curb.
Well, I think this is the very first time where we can say this is the first time I've seen an Italian not liking its sausage. So, But hey, you know, that's just my opinion alone. And also, with back to your lifting and coasting, you know, we saw in race 1 and 2 the massive train. So would that be a strategy that would be used by these boys? Knowing how, you know, they all regularly race together and had that respect.
I feel like if you can find your place in the train, so we saw the few packs forming with like Showman and Figo and Pure Axel and Apex. If you can find a buddy to drive around with and do a little bit of lift and coast rather than pass them immediately, you can save a bunch of fuel and not lose much time, especially with that extra tenth that the slipstream will give you. So there's definitely a few options for these guys to try and get all the fuel out of the car as we line up on the grid.
I think we should jump in
our final race
with Squid, I reckon. Being on Jag, good starter. Good starter, you know, probably waiting to show the boys his skill.
Green.
And they're off.
Jonesy and Oily smoking the tyres. Stefko gets a rocket ship of a start. He's up the inside of both of them off the line. Ando not too far behind as well. We've got KZ and Showman looking up the inside of Squidly already, and Apex not too far behind as everyone tries to settle in. Jonesy and Ando going side by side through the chicane here. Ando holds the inside, but Jonesy sweeps around the outside. And here comes the very stressful hairpin for the first time. We'll see if anyone can make some big moves like we saw Pure Axel do last time around. See a lot of too wide coming into it, and not many moves made. Pure Axel's gone around the outside of Figo for 9th.
And
Figo's not left him a lot of room, and he's off in the dirt. Is Pure Axel?
Pure Axel's off as well. Can we just get a replay on that one? 5 minutes, just keep it later.
Yeah, sure. I think we kind of saw it in the rear mirror, but yeah, let's go to it. So let's jump on with Pure Axel. Yeah, heading down to that hairpin. He's going around the outside. I think he's got Apex on his inside. Oh yeah, he just gets a tap. Oh no, it was Figo, sorry, yeah, Figo gives him a slight tap on exit. So yeah, he lost 3-4 spots there. Anyway, back to you guys.
And as we rejoin the action, Apex has gone deep into the final set of corners and gave Squidly a bit of a bump. Oh, Squidly's loose on the exit of the corner, he's on the grass. So Squidly's lost out a spot to, what's that, Captain, Adam, Apex. Man, that's a big loss there for Squidly, and I believe we saw Adam and the captain make some contact, which is not seen often between these two, normally driving together very well. One of those, like I said before, when you asked about the lifting coast, the driving buddy, someone who's very similar pace that you can tuck in with, is a great example of what Captain and Adam did at Suzuka last week. Plenty of action at the hairpin up ahead too. A lot going on. Oily's wide. Jonesy's looking up his inside. So Oily on the mediums, Jonesy on the softs too.
Yeah, I was about to raise that. There's 2 people on softs, and that's Stefko in P1 and Jonesy now P4. So you know, Jonesy needs to get a wriggle on if he wants to optimize that soft skid. Sure.
Yeah, and you can see the extra grip he's got. Oh, he might get a penalty there. Trying to be a little too cautious there and leaving plenty of room for Oily, but cuts a bit too much of the track, and the curbs get the car very upset. Now might come under threat from KZ here. And it's a very interesting strategy game if you're KZ and you don't know that Jonesy's on softs here. Because you've seen his pace in the last race, and he was like right behind him and able to just get past, so you'd want to get the move done early, but he doesn't know that he's on the faster tyre. As Showman looks up the inside as well. So Jonesy has, unfortunately, the only way I can think about it, he's been a punching bag for the lobby, really. He has been the one for everyone to get those beautiful highlight passes on at the moment, as everyone gets sideways on the exit of that chicane.
Geez, that massive train has just formed it once again. Everyone's just knows the tail coming up through here.
Yeah, and you see it just snaking down the straight.
Ooh,
looks like there's a little bit of
Showman gets it. done. Bring Captain. Captain's having a look on the inside of Figo coming into this complex through here. Figo holds it out. Sherman holds out Figo. So yeah, everyone's nose to tail.
And this is just everyone trying to find their spot, trying to shuffle in.
I've got
where
Pure
they
Axel
can,
on Apex in the background. Sorry to cut you off there.
He's trying to go around the outside, and here he's a madman. He thinks the Mitsubishi's glued to the track. It's not a time attack car there, mate. My goodness, trying to go around the outside of a Jag. We could see it happen here, though. It's probably his best chance for it. There it is, on the inside. Oh, contact made. But he's got the move done. And now has the... Oh, Apex hitting sideways on corner exit as well. But Pure Axel tucking in right behind Adam, and that train continues to chug down the straight.
Is that Mitsubishi just phenomenal on brakes there, fire moves?
It's good on brakes, good on cornering, very agile little vehicle. So, yeah, it's good to see.
Lacks the straights, but man, it's a cornering machine.
Especially when you got it in the hands of Pure Axel, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, we might see him have a look here with Adam, but Adam in the Jag with a tow is going to be something tough for Pure Axel to catch. Pure Axel definitely happy to take the wide line around the hairpin. Oh, so Apex is getting sideways behind him again, so Apex really pushing.
Do you think Adam was a little bit defensive about coming to a hairpin?
I think he kind of went half defensive just to let him know that he wasn't going to give up the spot. But we'll see. So it's sending those little messages that you can with flash of the headlights, or
through the four right-handers. I mean, Pure Axel just on that bumper of Adam, far out.
And then, so you see Adam still going kind of that half defensive just to protect against any dives from Pure Axel, because I'm sure Adam knows that the Mitzi is great under brakes.
Right.
And I don't even think that's going to cost him. With the straight line speed of the Jag and slipstream, no chance that Pure Axel's getting anything on the straight line.
To be the smart racer that you are, you're Apex Humper right now. You're pretty much 7 seconds off, about 8 seconds off the lead. You just stick with Adam and just save as much fuel as possible?
I think whatever you do, you can't lose touch with this pack here. You have to stay with this pack no matter what. You're on the mediums, you're a quarter of a tank down already. So I'm assuming he's saving some fuel. Looks like Oiley's having some dramas up ahead as well in 5th. But yeah, I think you try and hang on to the back of this train and take whatever you can get, and just get yourself to the pit stop. Do your work on the softs at this rate, because stay on the back of the train, save fuel, pass people in the pits, do your work on the softs. Yeah, because we saw his pace in the first 2 races, and he's definitely one of the faster cars out on track at the moment. But speaking of faster cars out on track at the moment, Stefko is out to 4.7 second lead.
Yeah, speaking of Stefko throughout the week, I think this is always his agenda. His plan for race 3 was to, run away on the softs, and then because he's been showing a lot of consistent speed around here, even on the mediums, and then hopefully hold off the guy on old mediums towards the back end of the race. So, that's what Stefko's been practicing.
Oh man, there is a train behind Oiley, isn't there?
Oh yeah. So then we have Ando in second at the moment, really showing his pace on the mediums, doing a really, really solid job here. After starting towards the front, and KZ also able to hold off Jonesy. I think Jonesy is just in it to try and lose as little time as possible, being stuck behind these medium guys. I think he's really struggling here, is Jonesy. Yeah, that absolute massive pack of cars behind Oiley is starting to compress more and more. And
who's going to bleed first? Who's going to make that mistake?
Yeah, there's 5th through to 11th separated by 1.5 seconds. So if that's not close racing, I don't know what is. But looks like a couple of our mainstay guys are stuck in this pack. So we've got Apex, Pure Axel, and Adam at the back of it, low side just in front of them. And then, Figo, Showman, Jonesy, a couple of names we don't see towards the top end too often. While they're quick, they're usually kind of in that mid-pack area. It's interesting to see these guys stuck back there. And then we have Squid and Dale, who had a decent first race, but are struggling in this one. Decent second race, apologies. Looks like that gap to Ando is coming down as well. KZ slowly reeling him in. But I don't think he'll get him before the pit stops at this rate, which should be coming up very quickly. This race is absolutely flying by with the amount of action we've got here. The captain's looking up the inside of Figo into the hairpin. He's showing the nose. Figo's not biting though. Oh, Pure Axel getting very close to that rear bumper of Adam as well in the background.
I wonder who's going to be coming in the next lap, just to get the undercut on the do the 8-12 strategy.
Yeah, something that's very interesting to me here, looking through the fuel of all of these guys, it's all very similar, but the person with the least is Adam, which is very interesting to me, and as expected, the person with the most is Apex, as Pure Axel shuffles Adam to the outside through this quad right-hander. Not much Adam can do to defend that one there, but that's probably the only spot Pure Axel's going to be able to make that move, and now has a bit of slipstream assistance for defense.
I don't think Adam will have any. I don't think Adam, even in that Jag, will be able to.
Here he goes. He's blinking first. He's going for the undercut. He's sick of sitting in the train. He's making something happen here. He's trying to do it. Stefko now out to almost 7 seconds as well at the front.
I think Adam's got a very good chance of leapfrogging all these guys.
Yep, they're all tripping over each other at the moment, so...
But it'd be interesting to see, because he's got to fill all the way up to get 13 laps out of that Jag.
Sorry about that. Pure Axel took a spot off the captain, and Apex looked up the around the outside of him coming into the hairpin, and captain shut the door on him.
Pure Axel just made a move, did he?
Yeah, he got a pass on the captain on the exit of the chicane.
Let's see if we can see if I've got that. No, just missed that one. Damn it.
The captain, he looks like he's really struggling at the moment, does the captain? He got hung out wide through this sweeping right-hander, and Apex had to back out to not hit him.
Yeah, I wonder who else would link at the end of this. A lot of these guys must be thinking about it. Like, I reckon potentially...
I think if you don't go in here, Adam's going to get you.
Yeah, there we go. Captain's in there. Apex following, yeah.
Yep, very smart by these guys. And look at that fuel saving. So they only need, 20 litres more type of thing if they're going to continue on like they have to get to the end. Dale also in, I believe. So we'll see where these guys come out in terms of Adam. I'm just keeping an eye on Adam as he comes down the start-finish. There's the captain. There's Apex. Adam taking a nice wide entry, so yeah, he did jump those guys. Jonesy and KZ are side by side coming into the hairpin. So this pack that was, I believe, 5 or 6 is now down to 3 or 4. It's down to 4, and they've split. So Oily and Showman breaking away at the front, with Figo and Pure Axel dropping off. They also have KZ and Jonesy just up ahead. So.
Oh man.
Pure Axel
This
fighting
little
hammer
Mitsubishi.
himself.
Oh, he gets up the inside.
He's got it. He's got it done.
Wow.
It's a really good move for him to do there, because once he's got his nose up the inside, everyone has to allow room, and then they're off the racing line. They're out wide. So I don't think there's much Figo can do. He's having a look though. He's having a very strong look, and we see people diving in. We've got Ando, KZ, Pure Axel, Figo, Showman all in.
Oh, Pure Axel has done a good save there.
31. Ando with 31. He's been pushing fairly hard. I think I want to keep an eye on. I want to keep an eye on Adam here. So
keep an eye on Kazadro, who was the very first one of these boys to come in. He's still filling up. They're waiting and they're waiting. It's filled up. Flow pops up.
There we see him coming out. Here goes Adam. Adam's jumped Ando. There's Pure Axel and KZ. Oh, and they've appeared right on the apex in front. And here comes the captain, giving Pure Axel a boost and looking to take a spot off of Adam. Adam not wanting it to happen, breaking very late into the chicane.
Whew.
And Pure Axel, the big winner out of that. But he has massively underfueled to get that done.
And also, a big loser from all that is actually Ando as well, from 2nd to 8th.
Yep.
So
here he goes.
Everyone going to be inside of our captain.
Oh, given plenty of room.
And he's going
Apex looking to go around the outside now. Oh. So yeah, Ando, second week in top split, and really finding out that it is not an easy race. It is never an easy race. Stefko is in off the softs at the midway point as well. But yeah, incredibly, Pure Axel has about 15 to 20 litres less.
Running a little bit wide there through the four right-handers. And it's a drag up to this second last corner up here.
Yeah, the Jag's got the Aston. Ando with a lift there to make sure of it as well. Oh.
And Figo looking the inside as well.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for Ando because he lifted to try and settle in behind Apex, and then Apex broke more than he thought, and he bumped him and lost all momentum. But I'm glad to see someone in that Aston Martin doing it proud. But yeah, again, Pure Axel with about 10 to 15 litres less fuel in his car than the other guys around him.
So he's got a 0.9 second lead over Adam B. Let's see if he can keep him out of his slipstream. It's wild fuel saving.
And also, we have to mention...
Low side and KZ.
Yep.
Just quick mention Stefko in P3 at the moment, 5.8 second lead over Pure Axel. So yeah, maybe that quick dash on stops has definitely helped out his strategy.
Yeah. And then Jonesy currently leading the race due to pit stops. Jonesy and Oily looking to go for the overcut. I don't think it's going to work too much for him, but we'll have to wait and see how they can come in strong at the end of the race.
Actually, I'm thinking Oil is going to be in another strong position as well. Very light, it's going to be on very light fuel and have amazing softs until the end as well.
Figo up the inside of Ando back in 9th as well. Ando trying to hold it around the outside. Get your elbows out, son. You're going to need them around here. Figo switching back to the inside. Showman looking up the inside of Figo now. Oh, and Figo has to give the room. That gives Ando a bit of breathing room as these two go side by side through this final corner. Tuck in behind Apex and run.
Nice move, Showman.
Beautiful move there by Showman.
That's
and
interesting.
Still holding Adam at bay as well.
That's very interesting. I just saw it right now. Pure Axel actually has the purple lap on the Mitsubishi.
He does. He has 29.9. So he was 1.5 tenths faster than Adam that lap around on his second lap out of the pits. But we've got to remember Adam is on 2 or 3 lap older tyres. So Adam pitting on lap 7, whereas Pure Axel came in on lap 9. So 2 lap older tyres, which can become a factor when we have the tyre multipliers as we do.
And also the massive weight difference as well, because, you know, as you said, Pure Axel did underfuel quite significantly.
Yeah. Let's see, Jonesy and Oily have to be in this lap, you would assume, off them soft tyres, 12 laps on the softs.
Maybe Oil.
Jonesy's going around. So, with not a lot of fuel either.
Oil has actually a good chance of just... I think he's going to be in the middle of this pack here.
I think he's going to be at the back of it. So he's going to have to take on a lot of fuel, I feel.
Oh, as Apex and Kazadro having a drag down the main straight.
Here comes Ando. Ando wants in on this. 3 wide, baby. Here we go. Ando looking for the 2-for-1 special, and he gets it done beautifully. KZ looking to come back at him up the inside. Apex having another peek up the inside of him, and Ando gets the move confirmed. Beautiful driving there, and Apex and KZ go back to being side by side. KZ getting pushed out onto no man's land there as Apex takes the curb, and here comes Flygo and Showman as well. And we see just ahead the captain getting onto the rear bumper of Adam as well.
Go. Have you look at the inside of
Oh, KZ!
There was a touch! Fine. Can we get a replay of that time? I believe
So,
that.
Definitely.
I
Where is
saw
KZ?
that one. KZ 12th now. He got loose on the exit, and then a little bump of assistance, I think that was.
On board with KZ. Around that hairpin. Was he tapped? Don't know, but yeah.
He was loose, and then he got a tap that sent him around.
So Purex is up in third. Jonesy's pitting.
Yeah, so we'll turn into second. Stefko is our current race leader.
Oh, low side and
Here
Adam
comes the
V.
captain. Yep.
That's going to help Pure Axel a bit.
Genesis struggling.
Gosh, they're going to need to work together if they want to catch Pure.
No, Ando's got Apex Humper for company now as well. KZ out of it. Here comes the captain. Up the inside. Adam brakes early. These two are very, very smart racers, these two. They know when to fight and when not to. Adam giving him the spot and saying, if you can charge on, go on ahead.
Yeah, in that process, though, they did give Pure Axel an extra, 0.7 seconds of a lead.
Yeah.
0.8.
Yep, and Ando's been able to get into Adam's slipstream as well here. So Ando with another really strong showing at the moment in that Aston Martin. And I'm really interested to see how that gap between Stefko and Pure Axel goes.
Well, the thing is, if Pure Axel gets caught by Captain, watch that train down to Apex Upper. This gets swallowed, I reckon.
So,
Well,
tyres,
speaking of that train, here comes Ando on Adam. He's sitting right on his rear bumper. What was that you were going to say? Sorry, Fun.
Yeah, just what's the tyre situation with some of these guys?
So
Ando's gone
Stefko
wide.
is...
Oh, Apex looking at the inside of Ando. Oh, it's going to be another drag down front straight. But quick.
Come on, the Aston.
Oh,
There it
Ando.
is. The Sonoya
Got the
dominance,
slip too.
big boy. There he goes. So yeah, Stefko is doing 10 and 10. So he did 10 laps on the softs, 10 on the mediums.
He's on mediums now, yep.
Yep, he's currently on the mediums, whereas Pure Axel and everyone behind him, except for Jonesy,
Yep.
are on the softs. So
Gotcha.
got
So,
5 laps
wear,
and 2.8 seconds.
so on the tyre wear, everyone's pretty even except for the top 6. Everyone's pretty even except for Stefko who's on mediums. Pretty even
Adam.
except for Apex and Adam, who are a little bit more got more tyre wear than the rest of them.
Adam's tyres are a lot worse than everyone else's, actually. That's, yeah, wow. So maybe struggling a little bit in the Jag is Adam. He was also struggling with tyre wear in the 86s last round.
I think Batman will try and keep up with Captain. I think she's used a little bit too much tyre.
Yep. Yeah, he's also under threat from Ando and Apex here. So Ando probably wanting to get that 5th place back that he had stolen from him at Suzuka on the last lap by Stefko, who's currently leading our race.
Remember that? Did you really?
Yeah, so Ando was sitting in 5th in top split for, I think, 27 laps, and about halfway through the final lap, Stefko took it off him on his top split debut, so... Yeah.
We got also for 7th and 8th. Vigo all over the back of Showman at the moment, battling very closely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apex has gotten loose there and lost a bunch of time to Ando. Here comes Ando on Adam. Pulling to the outside. on the brakes, half a tenth between them. He's looking for the switchback.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they've left just enough room for each other, and he's got the run.
Gonna be side by side through this little complex here.
Adam's going to have the inside through here.
He's bringing
Lent
back
on him a
out.
little bit, but man, some great racing there. Apex is right on that rear bumper again too.
Oh, and even Apex looking at the inside
Apex has
of
got
Ando.
That's
Oh,
a
not
brave
quite.
move there.
Not quite.
My goodness.
Oh,
We've also got down in 10th and 11th, KZ and Jonesy. They were together in the first stint when Jonesy was on the softs and KZ was on the mediums. Now KZ stuck behind Jonesy on the mediums after that spin.
yeah,
And he
bringing
shows his
Dale as
nose.
well.
Yeah, and I'm sure Dale will be loving to see that. He'll take any spots he can get at this point of the race. Oh,
Reckon we jump back
KZ
in
getting
with
loose
the-
on exit.
Back with the battle for fourth place here. Ando having a look on the inside of Adam.
Yeah, he's
It's got
gone
the-
alongside.
Oh, wow.
He's done it. There's the move. So
Love
Ando
it.
taking fourth place off of Adam V.
Just showing
That
the big
early pit
differences.
really coming back to hurt him.
Yeah, the different tire life right there shows you that it's like Ando could just break that a little bit later. Then Adam was a little bit compromised coming out around turn 1 as well.
Yeah. So now this brings Apex in. Which, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I'm interested to see if Adam's going to want to come back at Ando, or if he's happy to sit behind and he's going to try and defend from Apex. So I'm very interested to see that here.
Well, that's the for championship points. That's P1 and P2 right there, Ando and Apex. So
Yeah.
no, sorry, Apex and Adam.
Adam, yep.
Too many
All the
A's.
A's. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think Adam has to go defensive here. It was
I
not.
think he's getting a bit of slipstream assistance from Ando, so I think that's helping actually. But those older tyres are only going to help him along for so long as he gets loose on the corner exit. Just about drifting that Jag out of the final corner. And just behind them, Figo looking up the inside of Showman for 7th.
That battle's been on for 3 or 4 laps now.
Oh, Showman looking to hold around the inside. Figo's cleared him though. So beautiful move through turn 1, and now
Caught him
Oily is right in the
right there.
background.
And then we've also got that battle for 10th position as well, with Kazadro holding on, and now Dale having a look at Jonesy. So it's all on for young and old back towards the end of the race.
It's happening everywhere, and also at the front, the gap now down to just 1.4 seconds between Stefko and Pure Axel. 2 laps to go. So Stefko has the straight line speed to defend, but if Pure Axel can get up the inside through that sweeping right-hander, I don't think there's much he's going to be able to do on them softs, on the mediums to defend, sorry.
And he's holding that gap back to the low side as well in this
Yeah.
Mitsubishi. Pulled away a little, actually.
Yeah, Oily's looking pretty aggressive in 9th to take that spot off a Showman as well. In that Viper. God, I just love being on board with this Viper. The sound of it is absolutely glorious, as I said earlier on.
Do you think Viper has a bit more of a straight line speed over the Lex down the front straight?
Yeah, I think so. BMW slipstream assisted, maybe not, but in a drag race, the Viper would get him at top end. Here we go.
Oh, and Dale having a look at the inside of Kazadro and
Jonesy's out on the
Jonesy as
dirt.
well.
Yep, so KZ's
for one.
lost out there.
2 for 1 special. Can we get a real quick replay on that one, Famu?
Yeah, who do you want to be on?
Dale.
Jump on board.
Dale, sure.
Yeah, he's currently 10th.
Here we go, coming around that last hairpin. Gets up the inside of both of them. Oh, nice work. Yeah, well done.
Yeah. And also, back in that mid-pack area, Ando is reeling in the captain. So the captain got a little bit of a gap when Adam was trying to defend against Ando, but Ando's actually reeling him in. I'm not sure it's going to be enough to get the spot. Also coming through this sweeping right-hander, Pure Axel just 9/10ths behind Stefko. It's going to be on for the final lap here, right for the lead. it's gonna be very, very interesting here. Gosh, where do we watch? There's so much going on. I think we got to keep an eye on these lead two to see what Pure Axle can do through the first half of the lap at least.
I think we watch it towards the end of the lap. I reckon up to the
DJ.
I reckon up we will keep
defensive.
I think we watched these guys like at around the
fifth place. Apex and Adam right now. So Adam's letting him by on the final lap. Adam's letting him by.
Wow.
So Adam got very loose out of the last corner, and Apex gave him a big shunt. So I think Adam's letting him by there to be like, look, sorry, that's cost you time. You probably would have got me anyway. So have the spot there. I don't think Apex is going to be able to chase down Ando.
Also, we missed it, but Oily got both Figo and Showman as well. Figo not happy giving him the flash.
Jump on with Pure Axle now. He's within half a second. He's within 0.3 of Stefko, and he's got his favourite spot coming up. He's got that really long sweeping right-hander. Stefko's going to have to keep it very tight through there to hold that spot.
Does he have enough fuel? That is the question. He is on vapors at the moment. I think he might run out down to run into the second last corner.
Oh, Steph goes wide.
Oh!
He's trying to hold it around the outside. Pure Axle doesn't give him the room on the exit,
goodness.
but
when
he gets the move done.
He's on vapors at the moment. He's on
got a good
vapors.
run here though. He's going to have to go around.
Yeah.
Pure Axle's forcing him around the outside.
Focus on your exit here, Stefko. Nice, strong. He's gotten loose, as has Pure Axle. Oh, he's running out of fuel. He's running out of fuel. Stefko's going to take the win. Pure Axle's run out of fuel.
Wow.
Captain's taken third. Ando with fourth. Apex fifth. Adam sixth. Oily's taken seventh, barely behind Adam. Figo eighth. Showman ninth. Dale is going to claim a 10th place. Very, very hard fought 10th place there. KZ with 11th, Jonesy in 12th, and Squidly running out of fuel in 13th.
Oh man, Phew, Stefko. Intense.
I was actually about to say, you're in the slipstream now, but if he runs out of fuel, you're about to shunt him along, and if that happens near the line, that'll be enough to push him across, but we ran out of fuel about 500 metres too early there.
Yeah.
Very, very nicely done by Stefko, showing why he is our highest rated GR3 driver in the round at the moment.
Yeah, nice work.
What a finish! Holy crap!
So you guys are up next. Good luck with your races. We'll I
definitely need it. That's for sure. It's going to be in half an hour time, and this one's going to be streamed.
Yeah,
I believe Fine Moves rocking the visuals again for that one.
Yeah, double session for me tonight. I think we got Lowside and who else commentating?
Lowside and Flossie.
Flossie, that's right.
And then you have Tormentor and Pure Axle with Ando and visuals for the delayed Split 4 broadcast.
Yep, should be seeing that one on Tuesday, but let's wrap this stream up and have a bit of a break before the next race, boys.
Well, thanks for that invite there, Super Dragon and Fine Moves. Letting me jump into Untouchy. Sorry that you had a few power issues over your side.
Yep, glad you were able to jump in last minute for the final race there. Big thank you to Fine Moves for pulling double duty on the visuals tonight as well.
Yeah, no worries, all good.
And thank you to our sponsors real quick, Pagan Imports, Next Level Racing, Future Streetwear, and Races.world for supporting the league throughout Season 8. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight, all the podium, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you in about half an hour.
Alright, see you guys.
See ya.